Hi everybody, it's Debs from Crystal Property Staging and I'm here today with Sofia and wanted to talk to you about the project that we worked on for her. Sofia, welcome, nice to see you again. I haven't
Hi,
seen you
Deborah.
for ages.
I know, it has been a little while, hasn't it? Nice to see you.
It
Thank you
is.
for having me today.
You are very, very welcome. And I'm here today to destage the property that you sold because actually it was your family member's property. So just tell
Yes.
us a little bit about the property.
So, before we sold, it was empty. It's a probate property. So, my husband and I kind of just sort of neutralised it and decorated it like lightly. But obviously, it was all empty with furniture. And I knew at the time that we couldn't sell it empty. So that's when I started my hunt to find a stager.
And she found me, which was amazing. Do you know what? It's been great working with Sophia. It's really good working with you because you've been so receptive to the concept of staging.
Yeah.
And I find a real struggle sometimes with some agents who just don't get it, and you
No.
really do.
Yeah.
So how did you find out, appreciate the importance of staging? Where did that come from? How did you know that?
I think it sounds silly, but naturally I love home fashion and appreciate that, a house, everyone loves show homes and when they're all decorated out, with all the furniture, everyone's in awe more of the furniture and the decor than really the home.
So true.
So even when I do my own house, I love all the accessories and, I love it. And I just knew that a house just doesn't sell because people can't visualize the space either. People don't know
Sure.
how big the room is. If, that you get people come around and go, oh, I wonder if my double bed can fit in here, or I wonder if my wardrobe will fit in here. So yeah, I just knew the staging was just such a good way of giving people, a good visual way to see the property.
Yeah, and it's absolutely right, Sophia. You've got it bang on because, like I said, so many agents just don't get how much value to bring. And just tell us on open day, because you had so many viewings lined up, I actually came along to help you out for the day. And for me, that was a real insight because normally I'm gone by that point and I'm just wait till the property's sold and come back and destage. But I came along for that. And for me, to see the buyers coming in and touching and stroking the furniture as they walked past was kind of interesting. It just shows you how buyers interact with what's in the property. So even more reason to have it staged so that they, for exactly that reason. But tell us what happened on that day in terms of offers.
Like you said, I needed you there to help me. I was like, Debs, I need your help. So no, it's great. It's great to have you there, and you could obviously see everyone was like commenting on how like lovely the house looked, and yeah, it was amazing. We ended up with like 5 offers in the end, and it sold. So yeah, brilliant. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Thank you.
It was amazing to watch. It was such a busy day with everybody coming in, but you coordinated it really, really well.
Yeah.
So I guess you're quite new to estate agency
Yes,
in
I
some
am.
respects. So what drew you to the estate agency world?
For me, actually, it was I just want to help people because I've been in a position where it took like 2 years to move basically, and I went through pretty much every high street agent and just no one, I just felt like a number, and I just wanted to help people and give people the opportunity to move seamlessly and enjoyably without having to have it as a stress basically. So that was the reason why I came into it. And I love houses, I love fashion, I love home staging, as you know. So yeah, incorporating it all together and just giving everyone just a really good service and what people deserve at the end of the day.
And in your business now, I've seen from your social media, which I follow with a real interest, that you've started introducing some staging bits of your own with those properties, and they look fantastic.
Yes. Very simple, not as good as you though.
Not
as good as you. And not
really
like big furniture, just like little accessories, So obviously when I go to people's houses, if their houses are beautiful and it just needs like a little plant here and there, then I'll just bring, obviously little bits like that. Yeah.
It makes such a difference though.
Yeah.
And I think people overlook it, and sometimes I talk to people and they're quite happy with the property as it is because that's how they've lived in it. But what they're missing really is the opportunity to showcase it to everybody else, because it's not their tastes that actually matter right now. It's the tastes of the people walking through the door, and you've just got to attract them.
No, definitely.
Absolutely. So how do you see the future of staging companies working with estate agents? Because it's refreshing for me to be able to work with a like-minded estate agent. It really is. I can't stress that enough. How much it matters to be able to collaborate on a project. But so many agents, like I said time and time again, on a mission to educate them, but they just don't. Maybe they understand what it will bring to the end result, but they just don't want to get involved in the process. So I always try and make the process as streamlined as possible for clients, and obviously you've experienced that now. But what would you say to any other agents there that are sort of maybe not understanding the process? Or
I think they need to understand that it's very important, because it works very well in the USA, and everything is actually coming here. Everyone's seen Selling Sunset, I'm sure, or Selling London. So it is so important. All these beautiful homes that are on TV and that are getting sold quickly, they've all been staged, and it's so important that you work with a really good stager like Deb's. And it is really important to get the home market ready, and it just and then the seller knows that you're trying really hard as well to get the property looking its best, and it will sell quicker, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And often for more money as well, and quicker, which is interesting. You see empty properties sitting on the market for months at a time, right?
Yeah.
And then I've come in and staged a property that's been sitting on the market, and then suddenly it's under offer.
Yes.
I mean, it's just so powerful. Really
So
is.
powerful. Yeah, no. Well done, Debs.
Cool. No, well done you as well for recognising how good the stager can help you. Do you have any questions you want to ask me?
I'd like to know why you started, actually. Why did you start your business?
Okay, so my journey is quite an interesting one. And I was working, so rewind back into the noughties, I was property developing in southwest London, Wimbledon. So I was buying and flipping properties and having an absolute blast, earning lots of money off the properties, spending lots of money, and had a really great, my 30s were awesome. Then I moved over to Spain off the back of some of the proceeds. And then fast forward a few years, I'm back in the UK with nothing really. Got back into the corporate world that I'd left behind a long time ago. And the love of property kind of got forgotten until I got the keys to my first property back living in the UK. And then there was a light bulb moment. I was ripping out my kitchen and putting in a new one, and I was just suddenly in my happy place, my element of being back in property, thinking this is what I love. Then cut forward a little bit, we'd already had the pandemic, we'd all come out of that thinking I think so many people came out of the pandemic thinking I want to do something differently and work differently, and I was one of those. And I'd become so dissatisfied in the job that I was in, and it was a great job, it was a really, really good job for a really good brand, but I wanted to do something for me. And I pieced the bits together and thought, what am I good at? What's my skill set? And I was lacking on kind of both, so I thought, but then it just came together. I did a little online course and the business was born.
And I think you can tell, I think like with, you and I, we both obviously have a passion for property as well, in obviously different aspects. Well, I'm the same as well, but, you can tell that, in your work, how good you are and, the passion that goes behind it all and everything. So, yeah, I understand that.
I just love it. I helped a friend sell her property years ago. Mine had been selling like day one. I never had a problem with a property sitting on the market ever. And I know it's a different market there, pre-2000 and market crash, whatever year it was, 2006, 2008. But I've had a friend whose property wasn't selling, but she'd already moved out and sort of left a wake of a little bit of chaos, if you like. And I said to her, let me sort it out for you. And I did, and it sold.
Yeah.
And that then, but I never knew that could be a business until the last few years. And I just love being able to transform an empty space, turning it from cold and unwelcoming to warm and inviting, and then watch them get sold and prove all the doubters wrong that it works, and people are making more money out of it as well, which is awesome. So win-win for everybody. But yeah, literally love what I do. Love it. And you get to go shopping in all the high street and luxury stores for different special little bits and pieces that you can put into someone's property. And yeah, it's just, what's
fun.
not lot to
Who doesn't
like,
like shopping?
Exactly. Exactly. What's your job? I was in IKEA yesterday and I think, this is my job.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people dread going there and I actually love it.
Yeah.
And then H&M and all the shops, just, well, yeah, what a great job to have.
Good.